All right. Hello, Scorpio. How are you guys doing today? So excited to be here. My name is Krista Lee, if you have not been here yet already. And this is Exist in Love. I did put out a July overview of the astrology. And feel free to check that out. That is in the link in the description box below. We did kind of go over the first half of the year and the second half of the year, but the main focus was July, just to kind of give you a little peek into that. July has a lot going on astrologically, and it feels like a big turning point in the year of like moving through a lot of old energies into this kind of unknown space, which I think is going to act as this launching pad into a life that really truly aligns with us and feels more authentic to who we are and what we want to do and just what our true paths are. All right, so on that note, let's get freaking started. Scorpio. Okay, so I do a past, present, future reading. So we'll do 3 across for past, present, and then the future. And it usually becomes one cohesive reading. So let's see where we go. Alright, I was like shaking the table a little bit. I'm sorry. I'll stop doing that. Okay, anyways. We have the 9 of Pentacles so far. The Strength card. Okay, Scorpio. That was way too many cards. I'm also using Mary Jo's Souls on Fire Tarot deck over at Soulful Revolution. I adore that woman. Check her out. She's awesome. Okay, we got the 6 of Pentacles. Ooh! We got the Knight of Swords, the Chariot card. Alright, Scorpio. What do we have going on here? We have the King of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles, the World card, and the 2 of Pentacles. Let's see what's on the bottom, the 7 of Wands. Okay. I see you bossing up. Alright. 9 of Pentacles, Strength card. And that's 6 of Pentacles. So, I feel like you are really stepping into yourself. There is this energy in the past of really overcoming a lot, and it's like overall you seem to be in a good energy. I will say there is this like lingering last little thing that you need to deal with, whether this might be people kind of breadcrumbing, taking advantage of your energy. Yep. That 3 of Cups and Ace of Swords has been, and I've shuffled a lot, but they've been wanting to fall out together. But anytime I see the Ace of Swords, that is like a yes moment for me. So I think you are really stepping into yourself, and I think a lot of people are noticing that. And with that, we really need to learn how to protect our energy, which Scorpio is not like, they know about that. Like, if anyone knows about that, it's you. So, when we step into powerful energy like this, we're not only shining the light to attract better things, but you never know like what you're going to attract, and you have to be very discerning with your own energy. With your own energy. to really understand your sense of self-worth, which it seems like you are. But you could have maybe some relationships still lingering that are just not matching you. Not to say that they're evil people or bad people, excuse me, but they're not matching your ability to give, and what you're able to give, you're not like receiving that back in the ways that you could, in the ways that you deserve. So I kind of want to dig into that. What is this? I just want to see who is this Six of Pentacles over there? Seven of Swords. Yeah, so there might be someone not honoring the divine, literal portal energy that you are. I do feel like I'm talking to a divine feminine. And if you align with the feminine energy, that is freaking portal energy, girl. Girl, guy, or they. We have, yeah, that Seven of Swords and that Eight of Swords. So if there are relationships in your life and you feel in your deepest heart of hearts that you can't trust that person, listen to that. Listen to your intuition. Don't ignore it. You know you. You know your power. Follow that. Follow it. Freaking follow it. Even if you follow it, end a relationship, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I did the right thing. Just keep following it. If they're meant to come back into your life, they will. But if you don't feel respected and appreciated, or you feel like someone's doing something sneaky behind your back, and it's making you feel mentally trapped or confused, that is not... We're walking away from stuff like that. We are walking away from stuff like that. So let's keep going. We have that Knight of Swords energy, the Chariot energy, and that King of Swords in reverse in the present moment. So I'm going to clarify... Oop, it's too many cards. I'm going to clarify that Knight of Swords and that King of Swords. So it's interesting that they are very opposite and parallel energy. Like one's upright and moving really fast, and then the other is like more like obviously the King energy, and it's reverse. And then we have that Chariot in the middle and the Six of Swords to clarify that Knight of Swords. Okay, so I feel like with that Knight of Swords, you're moving away from anything that is maybe a person who lacks like emotions. No, not like fully, but like just somebody who's like very detached or cold, or it doesn't feel good. It feels like you don't need that. It feels like you don't need that. But that Six of Swords and that Knight of Swords energy, it feels like you maybe don't fully know what you're doing, but you're trusting yourself and you're choosing to move in a new direction with that Chariot card and that Six of Swords energy. Let's pull one card on the King of Swords in reverse and see what that's all about. I'm picking up on it could be related to a father wound. Did anyone else just see that card fly out and then fly back into the deck? Because I did. The Knight of Cups. I'm going to pull some more cards on that. Five of Swords, yep. Okay. So, I think this is related to a father wound. I'm also getting, if I already said this too in the reading, but Spirit is really honing in on if something doesn't feel good and doesn't feel in alignment, walk away. And if it's meant to come back, it will. But what matters more in this world than anything is your peace. We are not sacrificing our peace for anything. Because what is there if you don't have peace? What can you really truly build sustainably if you don't have peace, you know? And you're you're thriving, you're glowing. Like, we're not gonna let somebody, because when we allow another person energetically into our lives, especially on a sexual level, that is opening up a portal to just so much energy. And if that person hasn't done their work, it is going to blow up. So it's just really important as people to protect your energy and to not allow things into your life that don't carry either the reverence, the maturity, the responsibility that it takes to hold relationships in a sacred way. And if you are attracting people who aren't able to hold that, it might be a signal to you to take some time alone, to look at what is within you that you're still attracting people that can't hold what you say that you're looking for. And not at all in any way of like shaming oneself or shaming the people in our lives or completely making them out to be evil. But really just using these relationships as opportunities to look deeper at ourselves, right? And to be mature and like take a step back when you need to, and to start to honor yourself as the divine being that you are, and to really just like take a step back and be like, hey, what am I doing? What do I want? How am I feeling inside? I've noticed a lot within myself, my own experience as a divine feminine energy, that I can tend to overgive a lot, and men and women and theys and thems can all experience this on different spectrums and levels. But for me, I found myself overgiving a lot, and then allowing people into my life that aren't able to hold that space. And then when you do that, you know, if you're an empath like me, you could find yourself getting enmeshed with people or losing your own clarity if you're still searching for validation outside yourself. And, you know, life is a journey. It's not about the destination. And it's not about shaming oneself. It's just understanding yourself on a deeper level. And the more we can learn and understand ourselves, the more we can align with our truth and bring in people not from a place of chasing, but from a place of alignment. Yes. It's just really learning about yourself and learning about your boundaries and how to protect your own energy, so that you can interact with others and know your self-worth enough to not get yourself involved in things when you can see that this person may not have the space to hold that, or maybe they never did, and you know, you were young and got into a relationship and now you've been dating forever and now you're starting to grow beyond them. That could be the case too. So yeah, Spirit just took me on a little journey there. Let's get back to the cards. So yeah, back to that King of Swords energy in reverse. I was getting the sense that on the surface they could have seemed really sweet, super nice, like maybe more innocent. Maybe they might be more novice too, or came off like that in the start of your connection. But then they're really the Five of Swords. So I feel like they have a lot that they need to unravel and understand about themselves and their own path. And again, that, you know, people aren't black and white or good or bad. But it's recognizing just like once you see it, like it's not about you, whatever, like if this person has caused you pain and everything, and whether or not they're able to be mature enough to apologize or to hold space for your process, it's not about it's often not about us when other people have more to learn on their journeys. Sometimes we grow through situations and we learn a lot from people about what we want, and then we move on. So in saying that it's not about you, that doesn't mean that, you know, we bury our feelings and we don't feel them and we're like, oh, we're too spiritual for that. Like, we don't need to oops, I just dropped something, sorry. We can just bypass these emotions. No, we're human and we need to feel our feelings, and it's okay if you're hurt by somebody. It's okay to feel that. It's okay to honor that. Please do. Feisty. I feel someone's grandma being like, feel your feelings. What's that about? Someone's grandma's here. I feel it. So yeah, feel your feelings. Don't bypass them. But when you recognize that someone might be behind on your path, it's okay to be sad about it. But to let them go with love, and to know at the end of the day, we are all connected. We are all connected. We are all walking each other home. We are all reflections of each other. And just keep your life moving. At the end of the day, the biggest thing I've noticed, like being a Pisces, my biggest lessons are like surrender, but also boundaries, which I think is super funny. It's like you have to always surrender and let go, but at the same time, like your biggest lesson is understanding boundaries, which are very like, I think they actually do in the end of the day, like go hand in hand. It's kind of like the structure of like learning how to cook, and then once you have like the recipes down, you understand like the instructions through and through, then you can start to like play around and add things. So yeah, I don't know why that's coming up, but understanding your own boundaries and understanding your own needs, your own wants, your own desires, so that then when you bring someone else into the mix, you can be like, oh, like this does align with me, or oh, like I'm not really looking to just casually date. I'm looking for a partner. Or, oh, I am looking just to casually date. It's really understanding yourself and what you're looking for, what you want, and standing by it. If that person can't meet you, that's their own journey. You know, we don't have to be like, oh, well, they don't want to date, but I'm going to stick around and see if they change their mind. No. Maybe walk away, and if they come back around with a real offer, then that's one thing. I'm feeling sassy today. Okay. This is exciting. I'm excited to do these readings. Okay. So, in the future, I want to take this into the extended. So, in the future, we have the Queen of Pentacles, okay, the World card, and the Two of Pentacles. So it feels like you are really stepping into a very stable, grounded version of yourself that is building a life for themselves and closing out a big chapter and leaving that behind. But we have that Two of Pentacles energy. So I think you might be in the process of deciding where you want your energy to go in this future. But I think the main focus really is you. It's you. It's aligning with the beautiful and creating a beautiful life. And then if we're talking about partnership, those things should naturally align. But the main focus needs to be our own hearts at this time. So if this is your reading, feel free to follow me into the extended version. You can find the link in the description box below if you would like to access that video through Moments. And we are going to dig into this future direction of this reading. Where are you headed? What cycles are you closing out? And what life are you truly aligning with? Yeah. And I'll pull some oracle cards And maybe we'll pull some ancestor cards too, since I was picking up on that grandma energy. Okay, if this aligns with you, feel free to follow me over there. And if not, I hope to talk to you guys soon. Much love. Bye.